Ooh-wee, son, boy, you the first to go to Frederick Douglass Market Garden to join you. Anyway, man, I'm proud of you, son. You go in here, you do your thing, you stay focused, all right? Hey, Black children matter.
Wait, Dad.
Come on, man. Ain't no positive black role models in this joint. Who the heck is knocking on his door? Who is it? We're not setting no daggone enrollments right now. Not nobody, not no how.
But I sent $10 to Cash App.
All right. Well, listen, I appreciate the $10, brother. I know that's all you had. All right? But next time, send 20. Go wait over there in admissions.
That's a nice walker, lady. Turn around and give it up.
Hey, it's good that you getting enrolled in school, because in Delaware, everybody's a target.
No, that ain't it. Because in my hood, most brothers don't make it to the age of 18.
Happy birthday, homie.
For me?
Yeah. Happy birthday, homeboy.
For me?
Yeah. Make a wish.
Man, I hate to see my people like this. Even though we free, we still slaves in the mind. Cause either they don't know, don't show, or don't care about being a menace while waiting for admissions to Dr. Umar's Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Leadership Academy.
Hey, what's good, Zariah, man? What's up?
Get your ass up.
Oh, man, you always do tripping. What's going on, man?
What's good, Red?
Hey, man, they was clowning you at work today, man.
So?
Man, we watched the video a couple times, but we really couldn't tell if it was you.
Yo, how's your eye?
Oh, it's cool. God damn!
What's up, Mark? What's up, Mark? Yo, let me get one of them flyers, man.
Man, I ain't giving you shit. You better get the hell out of here before Cat Pop come out here.
Man, come on, man. Why you gotta be like that, man? I'm trying to come to class, man. Why you acting crazy? Man, you need to go do that.
Man, I ain't giving him shit.
Man, what? Man, you ain't gonna give me shit. We need brothers to come to class.
Damn, man. Ite me yato me tararo tato.
Man, you fucking racist, man. Give me this goddamn flyer, man. You acting crazy, home. Man, fuck you.
Oh, shit. T-Bow, nigga.
What? Who?
T-Bow.
Oh, damn, I ain't been to class in a minute. Shit. Oh, shit.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Red? Thanks for the bike. What you got on my ties, homie?
I ain't got nothing.
I thought you already collected the time.
I did, but I want Red's 10%.
Stall him out.
What's up, Red? What you got on my ties, homie?
I ain't got nothing, man.
Oh, yeah. You got something.
I ain't got. Hey, man, that's messed up, man.
Shut your ass up or I knock your ass out.
Yo, T-Bow, man, that's messed up, man. Give him his money back.
What money?
You right, man. The money.
Hey, man, why ain't y'all help me?
Yeah, man, I paid my tithes.
Man, that's fucked up. If it was y'all, I would have helped y'all.
What about the time he took the ties from me in Zariah's backyard?
Oh, that was different.
Man, let's jump him.
Man, sit your ass down, man.
Man, I got mind control over Tebow. When he here, I pay my tithes. But when he leave, I pay my tithes.
Man, damn, man. I should have just paid my tithes, man.
Man, that nigga gonna cry in the car.
He should have paid his tithes.
Shit, real shit.
This shit is endless. What I speak is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive. 12 rounds hit hard, and this shit gon' go the distance. Way to exit cool, but wait till you see the interest. Know that we them niggas when we walk inside the entrance. Put me as the GOAT, you should be honored to get a mention. All my clips is standard, but I still get extensions. Switch on the big 30, sound like when it's spitting. Album so high, I had to give them an extension. One West till they bury me. Yeah, that's the commitment. Don't trust the soul, niggas purring or they hit this shit. What I speak is the
What's up,
truth.
y'all?
I don't care if it's offensive.
What's up, Red?
Life that I chose, no turning
Thanks for the
back,
bike.
no endless. They don't
You got on my ties, homie.
God damn, man.
What I speak is the truth. I don't care if it's offensive.
God
Life
damn.
that I chose, no turning back, no endless. They don't understand when we tell them no forgiveness.
Tebow, nigga. Tebow.
Reincarnation, so you know it's endless. I'm solidified and stamped. That's why I walk with a signet.
I wanna do-
Salaya, what was good? Be like, man, that's fucked up. If it was y'all, I would've helped y'all.
All right, word. Man, that's fucked up. If it was y'all, I would've helped y'all.
Blameless. And if you ain't the same, I'm against it. Was born with this shit. The other half, I'm just gifted. 20 on me. Wish a nigga would so I could spend it. Start from the branch, then I ain't at the soil. You.
Get down here to class, 1232 North King Street, Wilmington, Delaware.
Shalom, Lord Christ, to my brothers and sisters, man. Y'all need to come down to 1232 North King Street, where the truth resides, man. Isupk, Delaware. We definitely representing doing some big things.
Delaware, 202 North DuPont Boulevard
That's
in
right.
Smyrna, Delaware.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Come and be a part of this rising thing that we got going on here in Delaware.
I hear everybody claiming that they love the Lord and love God and all that. Well, get in here and show it. You know what I mean? The scriptures say faith without works is dead. So if you ain't doing nothing, your faith is dead. So get up and do something. What you need to do is get your ass up and get in the class. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't doing nothing else. You're sitting home wasting time. Wasting time. Everything is going on around you, and you don't know how to compartmentalize these things. You understand? I'm on my way to class right now, like you should be. You know what I'm saying? Class don't stop for nothing.
Oh, shalom, Israel. It is Officer Tasha Young of the Isupk under Commander General Yana. We have classes every Monday with me right here at 7 to 9. All right, come on down and have classes with your boy if you're in the Delaware area. All right, we at 202 North DuPont Boulevard. That's in Smyrna, Delaware. It's the Delaware South. Come on down, Israel. Shalom.
Got in the Isupk, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east and pray aloud. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess see what my...
Y'all Bashim, y'all Sabbath. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Step right on. Hey, Shalom Yahba Shem Yah Shabrak Thumb. To the brothers, Shalom Shamara Thumb by Shem Yah Rashad. To the sisters, this is Precinct Officer Isaiah Ward out of Isupk, Delaware. We want you to come to Wilmington, Delaware for Sabbath service every Saturday, 12 to 2 p.m., man. 1232 North King Street. Or you can check us out down Delaware South, 202 North DuPont Boulevard. All right, come on in, man, and learn your history and heritage. All right, Shalom. Step right on up, bro.
A beast, blood in my teeth, I got them all beat. Circulate that paper with my niggas like Black Wall Street. You know revenge, my love. Yeah. 2 twin Glocks, and see your ass in sandstone like the Isley brothers. Better take deep.
Have you ever asked yourself why black and brown people are on the bottom of society? Well, I'm going to answer the question. It's because we don't follow God's law. And what's the royal law? The royal law is brotherhood. So if you want to learn how to perfect brotherhood, then come to 1232 North King Street, right here at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays with me, Mataza Potter.
You with us or not? We can get it on when it's on, it don't never stop. First you get that power, gotta hold it down. Watch your step, boy, you on holy ground. They in the build, we in the spot. We can go to war.
Right. All right, shalom, Yahweh, Shem Yahushua, thumb to the brothers. Shalom, Shemar, thumb by Shem Yahushua to the sisters. You know what I'm saying? This is Isupk, Delaware. Of course, y'all know Isupk started out of 1 West, Harlem, New York. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth about the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that they the true children of the house of Israel. So today is Sabbath service, and we're going to go ahead and get that thing kicked off. Sorry. Asha. All right. Men of Israel, Micah, which means to stand. Upon your hop with them, which means to turn and face the east. All right, you at home, find out which way is the east. Here in Smyrna, straight back that way. A little to the angle, just a slight angle. All right. We're going to start the prayers in the Hebrew and the English.
All right, so this is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shadash.
Ayah. Shimka. Yahweh. Malak. Baha. Saya. Ayah. Aisha. Ratasa. Ayah. Shemayim. Thunanau. Come. Cab. Yawam. Salakana. Watanau. Salakana. Other side one. A ball. Hawashana. Hawashayana. Mayan. Rod. Look up. Allah. Parwa. Love you. Aman.
We said in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
All right, this is the prayer for the power. Yahweh by Shem Yahushua.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Our Karawa. Tama Allah. Shemi Yahushua.
What we said in English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power against lepers.
Power against lepers.
Power against the dead.
Power against the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you. So be it.
So be it. All right, this is the prayer to bless Israel. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah.
Rakana. Salakia. Wa'ab Sapari.
Wa'ab Sapari.
B'Shem Yahweh Shah.
B'Shem Yahweh Shah.
Wa'ab.
We said in the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Bless us. And Israel. And school. And school. In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you. So be it.
So be it. All right, this is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Aisha up. Ayanya. How are you? Ayan.
Yabba.
Azari. Ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Aratisa. Yatan. Yamawat. Yanawam. Shamar. Yanawam. Wala'a. Aisha. Shamar. Yahweh. Shamar. Yahweh.
We said in the English, I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
Which comes my help. My help comes from the Lord. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade. Upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee. From all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out. And coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore.
All right. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayom. Aldama Yelaka.
Al-Dakarash.
Al-Dashakwat. Al-Kayahana. Al-Yaman. Ya'ariyamwa. Sawadah. Waya'atazawa. Amara. Lakawa. Warakakir. Megawi. Wala Shamyashala. Kaya. Above. Barya. Ahalia. Adawam. Waishi Alia. Garia. Ball. I'm a lot. Alashah. I'm Yashabi. Taza War. Masha War. Nalawa. Ayawa. Zarawa. Salah. Ashalahum. Madi. Kasaya Sarah. Kayabia. Manakol. Payashuan. Nashimadu. By Yanda Arab. The man. Adama. Shayatama. Nada Kara. Wakazaba. Countess Almanai. Cal Nasia Kama. Ashar. Marvel. Nawa. Lahayum. Shayatama. Gavin. Quash. Upon your request. Kalabah. Talahat, Aryam, Khan, Beradakma, Masa Wabasawa Paka, Bahalam, Anyaham, Palawan, Wayabakash, Shimka, Yahweh, Bashu, Wayabaho, Ayai, Wayakaparo, Shimka, Yahweh, Baka, Ayuan, Al,
What we said in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
And hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted. Against thy hidden.
Against thy hidden one.
They have said.
Come.
And let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being the nation. That the name of Israel. May be no more remembered.
May be no more remembered.
But they consult together. With one consent. Rebelled against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Israelites. And Moab. And the Hagarene. Gabal. And Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. A sword also joined with us. And they have opened the children of Lot. Selah. Do unto them. As unto the Midianites. To Sisera. At the brook of Kishon. Which passed at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a ram. Like yeah. All their princes. As Sabbath. And as Amunah. Who said, let us take to ourselves. The house of Yahweh in possession. Oh my. Make them like the wheels. As some before the wind. As the fire burns the wood. As the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with that tempest. Make them afraid with that storm. For their face with shame. That they may seek thy name. Oh Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And trouble forever. Yeah. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, the Most High, over all the earth.
All right. This is the prayer for the blessings. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shah. Why Ma'aka'ala. Alahayim. Tazabayim. Alawak Yahana. Alawak Yom. Asaranya. Aquatizayanya. Akawayalya. Ha'awak. Asalakia. Ha'akwakia. Yahweh Shah.
What we said in English. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah. And Michael. And the angels. Commander General Yahana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh and him, Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it. All right. Sorry. This needs to turn. And Yeshabia needs to be seated. All right, man. Clap it up, man. We in the building once again. Always good to be in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Love it here, man. Love being with the Akium and the Aquatium, man.
Right. If I could, as I was coming in here, sometimes you might get that little feeling like, gotta do this. But then, I thought to myself, like, man, doing the work of the Lord is the only real good work you can do, in this work. So if you can do the work of the Lord, you should be happy that, number one, you even around to do it. Because some people they haven't been chosen, they haven't been called to do the work of the Lord,
right?
For whatever reason, and there's, just like the, scriptures say, if it had been given to another nation, there's heathens that have found out the truth, know that they inherited lies, and they wish they could be homeless.
Right.
They wish they could.
Listen, man.
We in here right now doing what we was chosen to do. What to say, the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. We in here doing what we was born to do.
Exactly, man. One thing I like, and it's heavy that you're bringing that out, man, because to some, I'll put it like this, man. This ain't work for us,
right?
You know what I mean? This is pleasure. I love coming in here, being with the brothers, and being able to speak about the word, speak about these scriptures and this history and our heritage uninterrupted.
Right.
You know what I mean? Uninterrupted, man. You can have conversations with family members and they can only hear but so much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can have conversations with people at work and they'll say, oh man, yeah. You see what I'm saying? And people will just turn around and they would rather serve man than the Most High. So this is rest. You know what I mean? Because today is supposed to be a day of rest. And the thing is that the reason why it's rest is because this is what I want to do. This is me taking a break from the world and our job, our slaveries and things like this. You know what I mean? That's why this day is a day that we just be able to kind of relax and do our own thing. No.
Locking the incense too much.
Oh, I love the smell of it. It's just they can bring it right all over here all day. You know what I'm saying? But this is our rest. You know what I mean? And when we think about that, even when we go out to camp and we do these types of things, you know what I mean? People will try to sit there and say, "Oh, you working?" Nah. You know what I mean? This is what we want to do. That's what I'm saying. That's what you're supposed to do on a set. You do what you enjoy doing. You know what I'm saying? Because Lord made man for the Sabbath, not the other way around. You know what I'm saying? Any questions? Be sure to put them in the chat. You know what I mean? We appreciate everybody. You know what I'm saying? We got up here. Shalom Yahaba Shemi Shabbat. We got Charles in the building. You know what I mean? What's going on, Charles? And then we got who else we got? Shamar Thamba Shemi Shah. We got President Nizam Aha. Oh, Anat Salakia. Also in the building. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all. Shalom, Shamar Thamba Shemi Shah. You know what I mean? If y'all have any questions, don't hesitate. Put them in the chat. We will definitely try to get to it. If we don't have an answer, of course, we will get the information from, those who are ranked above us, or some brothers that just know. I know last week, one of the questions that came up in the class was, why do the sisters sit on one side of the classroom and the brothers sit on the other side? And I was actually, I didn't know. I didn't really, but I knew it was a protocol.
Right.
So it's nothing that's really biblical. Basically, it's just to, reduce the interactions between, the brothers and the sisters. Not to say that men can't speak with women or women can't speak with men. It's just that, a lot of things are put into place because things have happened in the past. And what you want to do is when you come to the school, you want to shed yourself for the world. Exactly. And you'd be surprised how quick some relationships can start prematurely based off of wisdom. and some women can see a man and he's just so righteous and he has rank and she gets interested based off of that, and relationships and communications can start, like I said, prematurely. And here we make sure that if a man is interested in a sister, he is to seek counsel from the head. You know what I'm saying? So and the same thing for a sister. If she's interested in a brother, she has to seek counsel. You know what I mean? Because it may be that the captains of the school, they might know that sister or that brother a little bit more. You know what I mean? And you're not getting that representer. You're getting the real deal. You know, some people will come in here and act like there's something that they're not. Just like they do in the Christian church. Trust and believe. You know what I'm saying? People will act like they holier or thou in the church, and then they're a whole different person outside. So it's just to reduce, because when you come in the classroom, you're supposed to be about the scriptures. Right. You're supposed to be about focusing on the word. You don't need any distractions. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, not to say that this is something that is consistently happening, but, you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. You see what I'm saying? So most cases, that's the reason why you have sisters on one side, the men on another side. You know what I mean? So that you come in here, you stay focused, and you get what you're supposed to get out of class. You know what I mean? And you're not sitting in the chair next to another dude, and you're just like, what he said, what you said, what do you think he believes? What do you believe the teacher? What you think that the teacher is saying here? Yeah, sitting there flirting. You are so smart. You are so wise. You're smarter than the teacher. You see what I'm saying? And that's how these little conversations start. So that's all it is. Nothing serious. Well, it is something serious, but you know, that's generally how it goes. So no questions. We're gonna get right into it. You know, dealing with this New Year stuff we got going on. Right. So everybody want to believe it's something. You know, people set their New Year's resolutions. What's your New Year's resolution, Ken? Good answer, Ken. Good answer. He looked at me like I was crazy. Like, was you thinking about it? Is that what it was? You trying to think about it? I'm waiting to hear, because you know everybody got them New Year's resolutions around this time, man. People want to, you know, go in the gym when gym memberships is going to get go up, man.
Right. And if I could, just to give brothers and sisters a little insight on, you know, what Isupk War, you know, was speaking about, New Year's resolutions. You know, that the practice of that was, you know, making promises back in Babylon 4,000 years ago to other gods. So Babylon, you know, they were making promises to whatever gods they were serving around the New Year. For them, it was around March in Babylon. Then when the Greeks and the Romans got a hold of the tradition, what they did was they put it in January to incorporate, you know, the winter solstice and, you know, other, you know, beliefs they had. So they made promises, you know, good promises. So they thought or felt to the god Janus. That's why January has the name, you know, Janus, which is a god that has, you know, a face facing forward, you know, looking into the future, and another face facing backwards. Right. Because he's, and I don't even know how they came up with this, but they said he's the god of doorways and arches. Right. Which is just it's weird. It doesn't fully even make sense to my mind, but they made promises. So unfortunately, brothers and sisters, when you make that New Year's resolution, you are, you know, engaging in a practice that predates, or it doesn't even matter what it predates. It was 4,000 years ago. We leave it like that. Right. But it's something that has nothing to do with what the Most High wants you to do. It says, envy not thou oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Damn right. So that's not the way we should be choosing as far as making, you know, promises and New Year's resolutions, because that's going to go, you know, straight to hell. It's going straight to hell.
Yet another Roman pagan idol.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they got so many different images, but I know like one image is like it's male and female. Oh, like androgynous. And it's like it's all different types of stuff. But yeah, he's supposed to be like this gatekeeper, and they know. That's the crazy part. Like your oppressor knows what these months is about. You see what I'm saying? And that's why the scripture even says in Galatians, is it Galatians 4:8? Yeah, if I can get that real quick. You know what I mean? You know, you no longer in the slavery that you were in, where you were forced to do these things. You see what I'm saying? So why do you do it? You know what I'm saying? Like why do it? Why continue in these ways when you don't have to? You know where you got that.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 8. Howbeit then, when ye knew not God,
right,
ye did service unto them which by nature are no gods.
Right. You did service by like these people that are no gods, like Baal and the dragon. You know what I mean? Serving these false idols, man. Like when we was in our captivity and we were forced away from our traditions, we were forced away from our heritage, and all that was stripped off of us. And these people that are not gods, like the Esau. You see what I'm saying? Just like Esau, the Edomites that had us in captivity, and we treated them like guys because we were so afraid of them.
Right.
We were terrified of them. To this very day, low key, we are terrified of the oppression, bro. Like the reason why a lot of these pastors in the church don't want you to talk about what we talk about is because they are afraid the oppressor will get angry. They are afraid. They are afraid, man. They are afraid. That's why they call us a hate group. Because they are afraid that what we teach will get into the minds of the oppressor, and the oppressor will act. But the oppressor is already acting. You know what I mean? Shoot, you got people in New Orleans driving them F-150s through crowds of people. That just happened. You see what I'm saying?
What was he?
I think he was
yeah.
Yeah,
he looked a little weird.
Yeah.
But if I could, and that's one of the things that the brothers, the men above me have brought out. Like, we are so afraid of the oppressor as Black people. Like, even when there's a camp speaking going on, we'll be telling the truth about who the oppressor is and what their nature is, and the crimes that they've committed and how we know they're our enemies. You got brothers and sisters that'll go right up to the oppressor that's in the crowd and try to soothe them. Like, I don't feel that way.
Right. Oh,
like is that not ridiculous?
Man, listen, man. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get right into the class, Salaki. You know what I mean? But this is also very important as well. I know we start right off with Salaki, if I may. I had a brother. He had a brother ready to give a boot kiss. Salaki, not a brother. Oppressor. He was ready to give a boot kiss, and a woman saved him, black woman. You ain't got to do that. That's wrong. Yeah, remember that? Yeah, she was fussed. She was like, you ain't got to do that. That's wrong. That's wrong for you to do that. The whole time she was out there, she was talking about how she loved Isupk. She watched our videos all the time. You know what I mean? And she saw that we was out there and stood out there, and everything was that's right. But as soon as we made that oppressor get on his knees, she was like, that's wrong.
Exactly. That separates. That separates the weak from the strong.
She was like, that's wrong. So yeah, they will, and that, you know what? And I know I hate to use this as an example, but the fact of the matter is that's the reason why we are fit to rule. The reason why we are fit to rule is because we will even have mercy on those who had no mercy on us. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, even when we sit there and say, the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of, or he deserves to be killed, and his children deserve to be smashed against the stones and things like that. This is the Most High wants, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? And his revenge is great and terrible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come, you got it.
That's a heavy contrast to the difference between us and the oppressor, because you got a woman that's worried about the emotional state of an oppressor who, benefits from the crimes and, the deeds of their forefathers.
Right.
But when the oppressor does something crazy, like choke a man out on a train, or, unalive a young man, in the streets for no reason, when an oppressor takes one of our lives, these devils will raise money for them.
Yeah.
They don't go around and say, we ain't all like that. No, they put their money where their heart is. They literally give money to make sure that oppressor that committed a crime against us has a defense.
That literally just happened. The dude that took the dude out on the train, he was up there with, was it Donald Trump? Yeah. He was up there with Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Give me some more on that.
As far as what I was
In the
saying?
scripture.
Oh, slack.
Oh, slack.
Slack.
Give me some more of that drink, man.
Verse 9. But now, Slack, you want me to just read it from the top? The book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 8. Howbeit then, when ye knew not God, ye did service unto them which by nature are no God.
Right. We did service unto in our captivity. We did whatever they told us to do. We put away our God for their gods. Go ahead.
Verse 9. But now, after that ye have known God.
Now here it is. You know what I mean? We then came into the understanding of the truth, right? Now we know God. Now we know that we are the lost children of the house of Israel. Well, not all of us know. You know what I mean? Now we got the scriptures given to us. Now things aren't so hidden. Now you know. You've been told that these are Greek gods. You know that celebrating Thanksgiving is celebrating the death of your brothers. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know that July 4th is celebrating the death of your brothers. You know that New Year's is a Greek idol. That Christmas, that Jesus was not born on December 25th, and that we just going to put his name there and just choose a day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We know that your birthdays don't really mean nothing. You see what I'm saying? But you can't tell some people that.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? But you know, all these holidays, Valentine's Day, all these things have these undertones to Greek gods and these false idols. Go ahead.
Or rather, are known of God.
Right. Whether you actually know that you're an Israelite or you don't know, but I mean, that ain't no choice, man. If you're a Black, Hispanic, Native American, whether you know it or not, you're an Israelite. Right? You know what I'm saying? So whether you know it or not, basically it's like saying whether you know it or not. Go ahead.
How turn ye again to the weak and beggarly elements, whereunto ye desire again to be in bondage?
Why do you want to be a slave? Why do you love slavery? Why do you love your captivity so much? Yeah. Why do you love your captivity so much that you're willing to fight your brother for it? You know what I'm saying? Your brother would come out to you and say, "Hey man, we ain't supposed to celebrate Christmas." Not my Jesus. Hey man, this ain't our New Year's. Everybody else put in 2025. I don't put 2025. You know what I'm saying? What you talking about? This Passover. That's too far away from that. I'm trying to see the fireworks today. You know what I'm saying? What else? Go ahead.
Verse 10. Ye observe days and months and time and years.
Dang, you celebrate your birthdays. You celebrate the months, the February. What's that? Black History Month. You celebrate all these things that don't mean nothing. That it's all vanity. It's all vain, man. You know what I mean? Most High don't care about these things. You want to celebrate Thanksgiving and sit around the table and say, "Let's all give them thanks." You don't want to hear it. You don't want to be in your solemn assemblies. You don't want to smell your food and your cooking that you make. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But when it comes to Hanukkah, oh yeah, he wants to be around for that feast, for that memorial. You know what I'm saying? When we celebrating the Feast of Dedication, the Feast of Tabernacles, you know what I mean, Purim, you know what I'm saying? When we celebrating our high holy days, so the Most High wants to be in there. He wants to be involved with that. But he don't want to be when you sitting there eating pork on Thanksgiving, talking about some thank you for making let's all give him thanks on Thanksgiving. When the blood of your brother still cries from the earth. Go ahead.
I am afraid of you.
He said, what?
I am afraid of you.
One more time.
I am afraid of you.
I said, I'm afraid of you. Go ahead.
Lest I have bestowed upon you labor in vain.
Man, you don't know what your labor is, bro. This is what the labor is, to come out here and speak against the oppression. To come out here and speak against the elements of this world. Right. You know what I'm saying? To break forth and separate ourselves. That's what he wants us to do. He gave us works. He gave us the scriptures. You know what I mean? If you read it, what's that? Romans 9? You know what I mean? when it's talking about the promises and everything that was so. What do you think these curses is for? All this pain, all this hell that we going through. What do you think we got that though? He put that on us so that we could come out of the situation and stop being weak and beggarly. Right. You know what I'm saying? But no, we love it. We love pain. We love to suffer. And he's like, what I got to do with y'all? I'm afraid of y'all. Because I'm gonna really have to lay it on you thick. Right. In order for y'all to understand. I feel sorry for you. I'm afraid of y'all, bro. I'm afraid of you. And your people should be. Because y'all gonna have to go through some serious hell in order for you to finally turn to me and say, all right, I've had enough. What is it going to take? The Most High is afraid of the wrath that he's going to have to put on his people. Oh, man, I'm afraid of y'all because I'm going to have to do you in. I'm going to have to do you in until you get it. You know, the scripture talks about that, man. He's not returning until we cry on him like the days of old. And that days of old was when we was in Egypt. When we was in Egypt and our bondage was made hard. But this time, when the most deliverer is out, we're not even going to remember Egypt. We're not even going to remember Egypt. So imagine how much hell we're going to have to go through for him to deliver us with his hand again. And with that, I'm going to go ahead right into it, man. Hey, man, y'all get in class, man. Get away from these churches. Get up out of these churches. Get up out of these mosques. Get away from these the little hats. Come up out of them, man. You know what I mean? Come up out the streets. Ain't nothing in the streets for us either, man. Get in the class, man. Get in the scriptures, because that's the only thing that's going to save us. That is our power. Our power is right here. Right here. This is where our power is, man. And this is what we need. If we don't access our power, and stop letting people tell us that this ain't our power, because that's the trick of the enemy. That's what we read in Psalms 83, when it says, "Keep not thy silence and hold not thy peace." He said, "Our enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee, that what they want to do is separate us from our power. They don't even want us to recognize the name of Israel. They want the name of Israel to be no more in remembrance. So they don't want you to know that you're Israel. How do you find out you're Israel? By reading this. How do you find out what you're supposed to do with your God? By reading this. You have to read it yourself, because I myself sat in the church for many years. Me too. Many years. And I allowed them to tell me that I was a Gentile. That I was a second-class citizen. Shoot, a fourth-class citizen. You know what I'm saying? But to come to find out, we are the people of the Bible. We are the chosen children of the Most High God. But we have a duty. You know what I'm saying? All right. That's it, man. I could be here all day. So lock it. We're going to go right into it. No, we couldn't know that. Genesis 45. Yep. 45. All right, so we're going to get right into it. This is brother's going to start it off. Genesis 45, 15. We're going to read 7 verses.
The book of Genesis, chapter 45, verse 17. We're going to read the verse. And this would be in the Hebrew. Why in the shop? Lakal. Aka Yawa. Wayabak. Alham. Wa Karaya. Kam. Dabarwa. Akayawa. Athawa. Verse 16. Wahakwal. Nashamai. Baya. Paraaya. Lahamar, Bawa, Akaya, Yaya, Yawa Sa, Waya, Yata, Ba'ai, Yanaya, Para'ai. Okay, that's what we make sure. Waba Ayanya, Ibada Yawa, verse 17. Waya Amar, Para'ai, Ayo, Yawasa, Amar, Akayak, Za'af, Aishawa, Tainawa, Ba'aya, Salakia, Ba'ayar, Kam, Wala Kawa, Ba'awa, Arataza'a, Kana'ain, verse 18. Wakwa Kawa, Abayakan, Wa'a, Bataya Kam, Waba Awa, Alaya, Yatana Ha, Lacham, Tawa, Tazaz, like Matazara Yam, Kakalawa, Kala, Ha'arataza, verse 19. Wa'atha, Tazawaya, Za'af, Aishawa, Quad Hawa, Lakam, Ma'arataza, Hagala Wa, Lata Pakan, Wala Nashaya Kam, Wanasha Thumb, Abaya Kam, Waba Athum. 1 second. All right, verse 20. Waya Yanakam, Al, Thakats, Ayo, Kala Yakam, Kaya, Tawa, Kal, Ara Ataza, Mataza Ra Yam, Lakam, Hawa, verse 21. Waya Aishawa, Khan, Banaya, Yashar Allah, Wayathan, Laham, Yawasa, Aigalawa, Haya, Para'ai, Wayathan, Laham, Tazada, Lana Rock. All right, let's get it in the English. Go to Genesis 45, verses 15 through 21. The book of Genesis, chapter 45, verse 15. The book of Genesis, chapter 45, verse 15. Moreover, he kissed all his brethren and wept upon them. And after that, his brethren talked with him. So right now, what we're catching up on is the story of Joseph and his brothers. And just a quick recap: Joseph was sold into slavery because of his brother's jealousy. He ended up in Egypt. He had some issues there where he was thrown in jail because he was falsely accused of trying to, as some married woman whose husband was in high authority. After, he was released, he went into a seat of power under Pharaoh because of his, abilities through the Most High of deciphering dreams. Later, during the famine, his brothers had came to Egypt and he recognized them, and then he, made them jump through hoops before they actually knew who he was. So now we're coming to the part where they finally, he finally reveals that, I'm your brother that you sold in slavery. And that's starting up with verse, 15, that they start to realize they weeping, and they kiss me and salute. They salute each other. They not, saying the Diddy party. So that's not what they talking about.
God, and one thing that was really heavy about it, that really broke the whole thing down, was him seeing his father and his youngest brother, because his father loved Isaac, Jacob loved Joseph. He loved him. He pretty much set him apart from his brothers. You see what I'm saying? And gave him a special coat. You know what I mean? Basically, he was judging his brothers. He would use that was the snitch. He was just like, hey, go check on your brothers, make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do. And Joseph would go and he would bring the report. Joseph had these dreams, and of course, the dreams caused his brothers to be more jealous of him. But those dreams came to pass. You see what I'm saying? But the one thing is that after Joseph had died, it was so much stress that was put on Jacob. A lot of stress that was put on Jacob. And then, of course, eventually his mother even passed away after giving birth to his youngest brother, Benjamin. So you can imagine, Jacob was just going through. He lost his son. And now here it is, he finds out that his son is still alive. Ooh, wait. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that, bro? Not only is my son alive, but he is in power. He is, man, he is in power. Joseph created the supermarket, bro. You think about it. If you really think about it. Before Joseph, there was no supermarkets. Right. Joseph is the inventor of the supermarket. I mean, think about it. There was no place that you were storing food, and people would come to get food and ration out and things like that. Right. That was the first supermarket, man. You know what I'm saying? So Joseph, he created this whole thing, and his family came to get their ration or get whatever they could. And he played a nice little trick on them because he could, you know what I mean, and got his brothers worried. When they found out, what did he do? Oh man, that's my nigga. I mean, they cried and they wept, you know what I mean? And all was forgiven. And even Pharaoh himself was like, you know what? We going, did we get to the part yet, Goshen? You said it yet?
I'm not, no, I mentioned that. I did skip up. I mean, I did go back a little bit. Okay. Because I saw exactly what you were saying. Mm-hmm. If I could just read that. Go ahead. All right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 45 and verse 9. Mm-hmm. Haste ye, and go up to my father and say unto him, thus saith thy son Joseph, God hath made me Lord of all Egypt. He was Lord of all Egypt.
Lord of all Egypt, man. So could you imagine that? Here you are, you thought your boy was dead. You knew he would have been great. You could sit there and say, man, if my son was alive, I don't know. He probably would have been this, he probably would have been that.
Salaki, if I could. There was a report by archaeologists that are saying that they found in a tomb a Hebrew, and it had I forgot the name that they called, but it was similar. It was just like kind of like it. I'm not going to get into the name, but in a tomb they had somebody who was not an Egyptian that was buried and reverenced, in high authority. Somebody that was a Hebrew, and in fact, they're pretty much saying that has to be Joseph. Yeah, they're saying it has to be Joseph.
Yeah, man. And it's just like, because his grave wasn't hidden. You know what I'm saying? And he was a great man, but it came a time, and of course we definitely going to read it, when the deeds of Joseph were forgotten. You know what I mean? Years later, it was forgotten. And then the Pharaoh that rose up, he had to face another mighty Hebrew. And of course, we're going to go into that later. I can't wait to get to that story because, shoot, I ain't trying to miss nothing that them couple days there, because the plagues and everything that falls with that, to get back to telling that story all over again, it's amazing. It's amazing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So here it is that Joseph, now he knows that he has another brother. That's something that he gained out of the story. His father is still alive. You know what I mean? So he got a chance to see his father before he passed. And his father has an opportunity to do something as well, which is to give the blessing to his sons. And we're going to get into that too. All right? So go ahead.
Verse 16. And the famine thereof was heard in Pharaoh's house, saying, Joseph's brethren are come, and it pleased Pharaoh well, and his servants. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, say unto thy brethren, this do ye lade your beast and go, get you unto the land of Canaan, and take your father and your households, and come unto me, and I will give you the good of the land of Egypt, and ye shall eat the fat of the land. Now art thou commanded, this do ye. Take you wagons of the land of Egypt for your little ones, and for your wives, and bring your father and come. Verse 20. Also regard not your stuff, for the good of all the land of Egypt is yours.
He said, man, listen, man, forget about what you had, bro. Well, we giving you all new stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to give you that new. I'll take it, you know what I mean? But what about my old stuff, man? Listen, man, I give you that in gold. You know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about that. Could you imagine that, Cam? Could you imagine that? They just be like, oh man, you know what, man? Because of what your son has done, and now that you done reconnected with your whole family, listen, man, y'all just drop what you got. I'm sending wagons out for you. I'm gonna send a limousine out for you and everything. Leave that Kia and that Accord at the house, man. Leave that Tesla, man. Leave that Tesla, man. Don't even worry about that. I'll get you a new. You know what I'm saying? Just leave everything. The best that we have here is yours. And Egypt was a rich land. You know what I'm saying? You just get in the car and come on, man. Can't be like, well, what about my computer?
They're gonna get.
What about my TV?
Like, if you put it in modern terms, all the stuff that you pretty much had, is going to be way better. Like all the Jordans you had, everything is going to pale in comparison. You have the special edition ones that were signed by Jordan.
Exactly.
That he may have worn the game.
Right.
It's
like, what about my Jordan? Look, man, Jordan's going to meet you at your house. Right. Don't even worry about it.
He's going to sew the shoes himself.
He's going to sew. We're going to make him do it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you just leaving everything behind and just hop in the whip and go. Yeah, so
I'm a compositor. And I was going to say, like, this is why Joseph was chosen. You know what I mean? Like, because he displayed qualities of an excellent leader.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? And he showed mercy, because I know if that would happen to me, I wouldn't have done any of that.
Like, man, send them home, give them a little bit of rice, and send them on their way.
Listen, y'all remember me?
You gonna sell me? Look at me now. Look at me now.
Stuff might be like, hey, man. Oh, that's not good. But you know what I mean? On serious note, Joseph displayed signs of what Christ was talking about now. I mean, so because they was all taught the law, and he was doing the law, right?
Right.
And so I was going to see, like, that's what I saw in Joseph excellent leader.
You know what I'm saying? Christ. Damn right, man. Damn right, man. And that's how we should look at one another, man. Right. Because understand this, we're gonna have family members that do us wrong because we in this truth. Because we telling them what thus saith the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And we giving that report and we saying, yeah, I know about you, man. I know you're not doing this. You need to do this. You need to stop eating that pork. That pork is you need to do this. And we sitting there warning our people of oncoming danger, and they can't stand that. They can't say, who you think you is? Christ? You Jesus? No, well, I'm Christ-like. I'm trying to be like him. You know what I'm saying? This is what he requested us to be. Ain't my fault. This is what the scripture says. This is what thus saith the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Let God be true and every man a liar. You know what I'm saying? So, but they want to sit there and fight tooth and nail and tell you that you don't know what you're talking about, just so that they can live according to how they want to live. And that's what his brothers wanted to do. The same thing. Go ahead, you got it.
So the scriptures came to me when it says that when the righteous are in authority, the people are going to rejoice. But when the wicked rule of people mourn, they should be glad that Joseph was in charge. So
how about that?
It shows you what I mean, like the Bible is just so real that our people. I mean, like we're in charge, everybody's going to eat.
Listen,
now
that's heavy. That's heavy. Get that brother in here. That's heavy. Because if it wasn't for Joseph, that famine would have killed millions of people. Because remember, it wasn't just Egyptians that was coming to get fed. It was people that were dealing with the same famine in other countries. You see what I'm saying? So they was coming, and if it wasn't for what Joseph did, they wouldn't have had no food to take care of theirs. Imagine the amount of killing that they would have did to one another, just so that they could fight and have. Yeah, Thomas. Oh, I thought I said.
I just have one more. Verse 21. And the children of Israel did so, and Joseph gave them wagons according to the commandment of Pharaoh, and gave them provision for the way. Was it for the verses? So we are on verse 22.
Go ahead and knock that up real quick. Let's see, so 22. All right, so this is Genesis chapter 45 and verse 22. Laklam, Nathan, Laayash, Kalapawa, Shamalah, Walabanaya Man, Nathan, Shalash, Ma'awa, Kasat, Wakamash, Kalapath, Shamalah, verse 23, Wala Abayawa, Shalach, Kaza'ath, Shara, Kamarayam, Nasha Ayam, Matawab, Matazarayam, Wa'ishar, Athanah, Nasha'ah, Barak, Walakam, Wamazawan, La'abayam, La'abayawa, Ladarak, verse 24, Waya Shalak, Akayawa, Waya Lakawa, Waya Amar, Allah, so like Allahum, Al, Sabaga Zawa, Badarak, verse 25, Waya Allah, Waya Ailawa, Mamata Zarayam, Waya Ba'awa, Arataza, Kana'ain, Al, Yaiqab, Jacob, Abba Ham, verse 26. Waya Gadawa, Lawa, La'amar, Iwada, Yawasa, Kaya, Wakaya, Hawa'a, Mashal, Bakal, Arataza, Matazarian, Wayapag, Labawa, Kaya, La'a, Ha'amayan, Laham, verse 27. Wayadabara, Ala Yawa, Kala, Dabaraya, Yawasa, Ashar, Dabara, Alaham, Raya Ra'a, Ha'ai, Galawaf, Ashar, Shalak, Yawasa, Lasha'af, Athawa, Wathakaya, Rawak. Phrase something like that? Yeah. Yaqub. Like Abayaham. Verse 28. Waya Amar. Yashtara. Hold on. Yasha'ala. Rab. Iwada. Yawasa. Banaya. Kaya. Alakam. Wa'ara'an Nawa. Bataram. Amawaf. And in verse 1, this is 46 in verse 1. Wayasa'ai. Yasha'ala. Wakal. Ashar. Lawa. Wayaba'a. Ba'ara. Shaba'ai. Waya Zabak. Zabak. Yam. La'alahaya. Abayawa. Yatazak Kakwa. All right. So this is the book of Genesis, chapter 46 and verse 22. To all of them he gave each man changes of raiments. Oh, snap. You know what I mean? You know, he got me a couple sweaters. You know what I'm saying? And your boy just come out of jail. You know what I mean? He got me a couple sweaters. You know what I mean? Got me right. You know what I'm saying? But to all of them he gave each man changes of raiment. But to Benjamin he gave 300 pieces of silver and 5 changes of raiment. So Benjamin, you know what I mean? He strapped him up. He hooked him up. You know what I'm saying? He laced him, got him straight. All right. And to his father, he sent after this manner 10 asses laden with the good things of Egypt, and 10 she asses laden with corn and bread and meat for his father by the way. So he made sure he had something for the journey. You know what I'm saying? Verse 24, so he sent his brethren away, and they departed. And he said unto them, see that ye fall not out by the way. And they went up out of Egypt and came into the land of Canaan unto Jacob their father, and told him, saying, Joseph is yet alive, and he is governor over all the land of Egypt. And Jacob's heart fainted, for he believed them not. Good. Good night. Come on, man. Get out of here, man. Don't tell me that, bro. Why you messing with me, man? Yeah, like you don't see me after all y'all put me through. Y'all done had to come in here. I had to send my youngest away. I'm sitting here worried about my youngest because the last time I left my youngest with y'all, he turned up dead. And now you want to come back here and tell me that my son is alive? I'm here. Get out of my face, bro. Get out of my face, man. I ain't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Good night.
Good.
That's rough.
That is crazy. Hold on, let me get to it. Something that you said was heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It says, where were we? You left off at 24.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
No, I left off at was that 26? Yeah, 26.
And it's just the whole optics of everything that I'm seeing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like the respect that Pharaoh was looking at Joseph with translated to his family, his people.
Yeah.
And because of the wisdom of the Lord, Joseph was able to maneuver in a way and be seen that way because Joseph is a leader, like Ash had said.
Right.
But we don't have any leaders that other nations look at, and then because they're so good in reverence, we get the good things from that leader.
Yeah.
Our leaders are used.
Right.
And I just wanted to quickly read Deuteronomy 4 and 6.
Yeah.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them. Mm-hmm. This is talking about the laws, statutes, and commandments, like Joseph kept. For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is wise and understanding people.
Right.
They looked at Joseph as wise and understanding.
Right.
They looked at Joseph as somebody who should be getting all the good things in Egypt.
Right.
But we don't have leaders like that to where we're in America right now and we're getting all the good things of America. We're getting the trash of America.
Yeah.
From the clothes that we wear to the food that we eat to the treatment that we have, the policing, we get the trash because we don't have leaders like Joseph that actually use the laws and statutes and commandments to show that we have wisdom. Right. We use other things. We use twerking. We use, social media to show up and pop up at somebody's job and record us, whooping somebody's behind at T-Mobile. That's our wisdom.
Right.
That's our wisdom. Our wisdom is to put on a shiesty and run into the Walgreens and run out with all the stuff that they had that wasn't locked up.
Good night.
Because we don't have real leaders. We've been destroyed. All our leaders are just pretty much whores that have been bought off.
Right.
But if we could, follow a leader like the general, commanding general Yohanan,
that's right, then
we'll be better off. That all that wisdom that is in these scriptures will literally show these other nations who we are, and they won't be able to disrespect us in that fashion. They got everything they wanted and more.
Let me tell you something, man. I can't wait until the day when they bring the riches of this world to Israel, bro.
That's the part right there. That's the part right there.
You know what I'm saying? I can't wait until the day to where when they finally see the Joseph in us, when they finally see the truth in it, that we are the true children of Israel and that we deserve everything that is in their pocket. I can't wait until their leaders and their kings come and serve us.
Right.
Like it says in Isaiah, bro.
Damn right. The scriptures say it. Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
They will bring the riches. If I could.
I got you.
If I could. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that this is an example. This is when they did it voluntarily. You know what I'm saying? So they did it voluntarily here, where it was like, man, you know what, man, Joseph, man, you did such a great thing, man. I want to be a blessing to you and your family. Like, even think about when it happened to Isaac. Remember, Isaac tried to hide the fact that he was that Sarah was that was his wife. So like Rebecca.
Slocky. It's kind of.
I always get them confused sometimes. What's Isaac's rib? Was it Rebecca? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So he tried to hide the fact that was his rib, but once he found out, what the king do? He's like, man, listen, man, take this, take that. He was like, "What's this thing?" He was like, "Hey, man, what you trying to do? You trying to kill me, my man? You trying to curse my man?" And what did he do? He sent them away with riches. He sent them away with a whole bunch of stuff. So Pharaoh knew what it was, man. He knew that this man was blessed. He knew that he was special. So he was like, you know what? Oh, you got family? Man, you know you got family, man. Man, hook him up, man. Send him the best. Make sure he got everything straight. You know what I'm saying? And it gave him the best land in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says it gave him the land of Goshen. Separated them. You know what I'm saying? They had good land and everything. You see what I'm saying? Well, guess what? That's going to happen again. Right here. Go ahead. You got it.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 60, and verse 3. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising.
Damn right. They gonna wake up.
Right.
They're gonna find out who. They're gonna know who you are. They know who you are now. They just don't believe it. Right. This supposed to be the people that's supposed to be over us. This people right here. These dudes that's in the hood. Right. These crackheads. This is who you want. That's because our rapport ain't great right now. Because our leaders are filthy dogs. And they care about filling their own pockets. Yeah, right. And they do nothing with the money that they get. You got Sonic the Hedgehog, aka Al Sharpton. You know what I mean? Jumping on for getting surgeries to make themselves looking like a straight bobblehead. You can't tell me no like Sonic the Hedgehog. Good. Nice. You know what I'm saying? Going out here chasing the Chaos Emeralds. You know what I'm saying? Teaching for hire. You got to pay him to come and speak for you.
Right, if I could.
Good.
Back in the early 80s, late 90s, some oppressors had mistreated my father at Sears. And when he tried to call Al Sharpton and they didn't help him because they was like, pretty much ain't no money in it. Like, didn't help him. And them devils had disrespected my pops at Sears, to the point of blows. Yeah, to the point of blows. Yeah. It got crazy, but he tried to call because and that's another thing. That's why some black people, they move away from black power and unification, because when it's time for black leaders to actually step up, they don't show up, so they like off to help. And that ain't real. I'm just gonna have to get on It's a lot.
No sweat.
Start from the top. Excellent verse. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising. Verse 4. Lift up thine eyes round about and see, all they gather themselves together. They come to thee. Thy sons shall come from far, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side.
Right.
Then thou shalt see all flow together, and thine heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee.
The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto us, man. Everything that they have shall come to our. Go ahead.
Verse 6. The multitude of camels shall cover thee. The dromedaries of Midian and the ephah, all they from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold and incense, and they shall show forth the praises of the Lord. All the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee. The rams of Naboth shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with acceptance of mine also.
Oh, you said the what? The what shall minister unto thee?
The rams of Naboth shall minister unto thee.
Yeah, some people believe that when you say minister, that means teaching.
Oh, kind of what?
I just wanted to drop that in there because that was a whole thing that people believe, you know.
Talking animals.
Yeah. Talking animals. Yeah, minister. They shall minister unto thee. I just wanted to drop that real quick in there because there was a whole thing just the other day. It was the battle of the sexes, and they was talking about minister.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the woman was like, "See, it says minister, so therefore she's teaching." No.
Right.
Minister means to serve.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It could mean that, you know, she getting plates together for us. It could mean that she getting drinks together. You know what I'm saying? Right. But that's what minister is. Remember the one scripture where it talks about the one woman who was sick, and she was a blessing to the brothers. You know what I'm saying? But she was sick and she was about to die, and Christ came and healed that woman. And straight away, when she was healed, she began to minister. Does that mean that she got up and started teaching? No, she got up and was like, "Man, woo, that clothing was something else, boy. Let me go ahead and get y'all a plate. Did you meet Jesus? Let me go ahead and get you a plate real quick." You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what it's talking. So like, I just wanted to mention that real quick because some people believe that when it's every so time you see minister, that it has something to do with teaching, and it doesn't mean that. It means to serve. All right. Good.
It's like that's it, because then it goes into something else. It said, I'll read it in clarification later. It says, "Who are these that fly as a cloud and as the doves to their windows?" So I got it.
Kind of. So we'll break that up. I would actually,
I believe I know what it means, but
say the time we're gonna get right into it. If y'all have a question, if anybody has a question about that, in there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So listen, man, it's gonna come a time where everybody is gonna give unto us. It's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. They're gonna build up our gates. Yeah, right. We're gonna sit and watch them build up our gates. You see what I'm saying? And they're gonna bring their riches unto us. Their kings are gonna come and serve us. Just like Pharaoh did right here voluntarily. He did it voluntarily. We're gonna have to do it with force. You know what I'm saying? Tell a question. Good. I thought I said this all. All right. Go ahead. All right. So let me get back to so that was 26. So Jacob didn't believe him. Jacob didn't believe him, man. He didn't have to come with all this bread, all this money, all this food, all this raiment. He like probably thinking they stole something again. Man, the last time y'all came up in here, y'all talking about I had to go. My son had to go back with y'all because he stole a cup.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now you coming up in here with all this stuff, and you trying to tell me that my son is alive? I ain't trying to hear that, man. Y'all need to take this stuff back. Take it back right there. All right. And they told him all the words of Joseph, which he had said unto them. And when he saw the wagons which Joseph had sent to carry him, the spirit of Jacob, their father, revived him. So now he's seeing this stuff as it's coming. He's like, oh shoot, something going on. And Israel said, it is enough. Joseph, my son, is yet alive. I will go and see him before I die. Ooh, wait, man. To find out your son is now alive, not only that, he's the governor. Not only that, he just sent me all these on wagons with food, with raiment, with silver. You see what I'm saying? Oh, man, I got to get there. Could you imagine? That's a long journey, too, boy. You can imagine how you feeling that whole ride. Like, ooh, that's probably why he sent all that food with him. Because I got to keep my father alive this entire time. Verse 1. And Israel took his journey with all that he had and came to Beersheba and offered sacrifices unto the God of his father, Isaac. All right. So we got some time for some more? Yeah, kind of do it.
Let me real quick. You left off at verse 27?
No, 46 and 2.
46 and 2.
So you can start at 46 and 2.
All right. So Lockie, if y'all can bear with me real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and get back there. My Paleo Hebrew file. I'm gonna go ahead and reset on it.
You want my job?
No, tomorrow. Yeah, I'm almost there. I'm up to 45, 46. All right. So you said you left off at 2?
Yeah, so you're starting at 2.
The book of Genesis, chapter 46 and verse 2. Waya Amar, Alahayam, Laya Shara, Laya Sha'ala, Bara Bara, Halayala Salakia, Hala Yala, Waya Amar, Ya'aquab, 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 Waya Amar, Hana Naya, Waya Amar, Ana Chaya, Ha'al, Alahaya, Abayak, Al, Faya, Fayara, Marada, Mataza, Rayam, Ha, Kaya, Lagawaya, Gadawaw, Hashayamak, Sham, verse 4. Ana Kaya, Arada, Amak, or Imak, Matazara Yama, Wana Kaya, A'il Lak, Gam, Allah, Waya Wasap, Yasha Yath, Yadawa, Ayah, Ayana Yak, verse 5. Waya Kwam, Ya, Yaya Kwam, Maba R, Shaba'ai, Waya Sha'awa, Banaya, Yashar Allah, Yaya Kwam, Abayaham, Wa'ah, Tapam, Wa'ah, Nash, Yaham, Ba'aigal, Wa, Ashar, Shalak, Para'ai, Lashaf, Athawa, verse 6. Waya Kwakawa, Makwana Yaham, Wa'af, Rakha Washam, Ashar, Rakha Shawa, Ba'arataza, Kana Ain, Waya Bawa, Matazara Yama, Yayaquab, Wakal. Right? Zara Iwa, Athawa. Like what I do, verse
7 and 8.
7 and 8, Kanawakan. Verse 7. Bana Yawa, Waba Naya, Bana Yawa, Athawa, Banatha Yawa, Wabana Wa, Bana Yaiwa, Wa Kau, Zara Iwa, Haba Ya, Athawa, Matazara Yama, verse 8, Wa'al Ha, Shamawa, Banaya, Yasharala, Haba Ayam, Habara, is that, who's that? Haba Ayam. That sounds familiar. Matazara Yamha, Yaquam, Wabana Yawa, Bakar. What's that mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yaquam. One more word. Ra'awaban. All right, that was the end of that.
I think that's in his son.
Bakar.
I think it's Boomer. I think it's Boomer. All right. Yep. That was it, right?
Karawakar.
You good.
Karawakar. All right, so 46. Let me just grab that quick, because that might be something for Ace. But I might get his name soon.
I get it for you.
All right. So this is the book of Genesis, chapter 46 and verse 2. And God spake unto Israel in the visions of the night and said, Jacob, Jacob. And he said, Here I am, or here am I. And he said, I am God, the God of thy father. Fear not to go down into Egypt, for I will there make of thee a great nation. I will go down with thee into Egypt, and I will also surely bring thee up again. And Joseph shall put his hand upon thine eyes. And Jacob rose up from Beersheba, and the sons of Israel carried Jacob their father, and their little ones, and their wives, in the wagons which Pharaoh had sent to carry him. And they took their cattle, and their gods, and their goods, which they had gotten in the land of Canaan, and came into Egypt, Jacob and all his seed with him, his sons and his sons' sons with him, his daughters and his sons' daughters, and all his seed brought he with him into Egypt. Verse 8, and these are the names of the children of Israel which came into Egypt. Jacob and his sons, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and the sons of Reuben. Oh, Salai.
Yeah. All right. So, and of course, we're gonna end it there. So it's gonna start going into the lineages that went into Egypt. Of course, we're gonna know it's talking about the 12 tribes. Right. It's gonna get real good. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna start breaking down what each 12 tribe represents, and then of course you're gonna hear about Manasseh. So we get into it. You know what I mean? Because Manasseh and Ephraim Manasseh, which was Joseph's kids. All right. You're gonna that's a story that we definitely want to make sure that we pay close attention to.
Right.
Because they become the representation of the Northern Kingdom because it was so many of them. You know what I'm saying? They basically swallow up Dan. You know what I mean? Because it's just, Dan didn't really have a house, like, you know what I mean? Because they were so small.
Right.
But Manasseh and Ephraim, because they were so big, that's why you can call the Northern Kingdom Ephraim, because they were so big. They engulfed a lot of it. So, we're going to get into that next week. Firstborn.
That's what it means?
Yeah. Oh. Firstborn. So, it's, I think it's Robert Carter. His name Robert Carter. Yeah. But I don't think it's that. So, I don't think it's that Carter. I'll have to look at it. But, yeah, man, you definitely deserve it. That boy definitely deserve it. That boy put in work. You know what I mean? But yeah, with that, we're going to go up and set up the Lord's Prayer. But before we go ahead and do that, let's get ready to close out. No questions in the chat, I see. You know what I mean? I guess everybody know everything there is to know about the Bible. You know what I mean? No questions in the class because everybody's a genius. And, we ain't got no questions because we know everything. Oh, man. Amen. We need a plate.
I don't want to.
Sorry. Sorry. Last hour. Sorry. All right, if anybody want to come and salute the Torah? How about some y'all start back here?
How about some y'all start back here? Yeah, but some y'all start back here.
Sorry.
Yeah, but some y'all start back here.
Ready.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up the Lord's Prayer. Micah. This means to stand. All right. Upon your hapadum. This means to turn and face the east. All right. We're gonna set up the Lord's Prayer.
All right. Abanawa. Bashmaya. Kudash. Ayah. Shimka. Yahweh. Malak. Taba'ah. Ratazai. Ayah. Aisha. Aratazai. Kawa. Ayah. Bashmaya. Thunana. Lakom. Kab. Yawam. Wasalakuna. Watana. Wasalakuna. Watana. Ala'ah. Ayana. Manasaya one. Mahal. Shayna. Mayan. Rod. Ayah. Laka. Amalakwa. Apara. I will love you. Aman.
If I could, let me get curses.
One time.
All right. Repeat up to me. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now. Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And set loose the treasures.
That shake loose the treasure.
Of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give.
That refuse to give.
To the school.
To the school.
Force their riches to enter.
Force their riches to enter.
Into thy sanctuary.
Into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nations.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam. Christianity. Egyptology.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. Pazakamataz. The gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. NASA space program. Army, Navy, Air Force. Marines. Wall Street. Open up the internet. And the airwaves. The cable access channel. And the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any. Of thy people. That seek to stop us. And bring swift destruction. To all the heathens. That stand in the way. Or trying to stop us. From broadcasting your words. Throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go. To and fro. Through the earth. And consume them. Let the plagues shake. Of the house of the thief, and the murder. Let Yahweh Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucer. And punish all the heathens. That come up against us. As we speak thy word. Cause it to be known. By all. That is the angels. That have done it. Cause it to be spread to the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake. At thy coming. In the name of Yahweh. So be it. Done. Please be seated. Sorry. All right. All right, men of Israel, we want to give one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, a mighty Sabbath, a mighty Barak, Yahweh, Sorry. We're going to get assistants one courtesy salute. Assistants, my turn. Men of Israel, a mighty Sabbath, a mighty Barak, Yahweh, Shamar, Al-Thun, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Shamar, Al-Thun, Ba'ashem, Yahweh. All right, that's God in the name of Jesus. Watch over me. All right, that's my time. Dismiss. All right.